Like we don't even cover sitting there, the kids leave you on the bus.
Really?
Bicycle? They don't have anybody. What happened to the Venus? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field. And we are really flying by the seat of our pants tonight. Greater Lawrence got the opening kickoff at their 47. And one carry gets to the Tech 35. Now they're down inside the 30 to the 29 for 6 more. We have no rosters. We don't know anybody from anybody. No gain on the play there. Third down and 4 from the 29-yard line. We go motion to the far side. We get a flag. That's going to be against Greater Lawrence. That'll move it back to the 34. So Greater Lawrence forgot to bring rosters, so they don't have any. I just got here myself. The game was scheduled for 7. They changed it to 6. Double wideouts to either side. Motion going to the far side. They moved again. It's going to cost them 5 more. So it went from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 14, back to the 39-yard line. So they need 4 yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Greater Lawrence was the #1 seed in the tournament. They got knocked off by St. Mary's last week to move into this non-playoff berth. And this is virtually the last game. The next game will be the Super Bowl for everybody. It'll be Thanksgiving. Again, motion to the far side. Rolling to that side. Cutting it up inside. Getting down near the 30-yard line. Straight run by the quarterback. He picked up 8. 4th down and 6. Looking over to the sideline for a play. Dropping back, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Almost picked off. He'd have been off to the races. I believe that was Badawi. So Tech will take over at the 31-yard line. They try to run it off Tech's left side. They go no place. Some wideouts to either side. Barrios looking to throw. Throws it deep, throws it too far. It'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Over the middle, catchable, but right through the fingertips of the intended receiver. Tech will have to kick it away. So Tech goes 3 and out. They're back a little bit deep for this kick. They're back at the 30-yard line. I don't know if he's averaging 50 yards a kick. High, short kick. Not going to go anywhere near the deep man. They're going to down it at the Greater Lawrence 45. He was kicking from the 20. The deep man was back inside his 30. He would have had to kick it 50 yards to get it to him. He kicked it 24. And Greater Lawrence gets the ball for the second time. In pretty good field position. Both times they started at the 47. Now they start at their 45. And a straight run, running straight ahead. Gets it into Tech territory, almost a first down. To the Tech 46, he picked up 9. Almost broken. He's got a first down easily. Picked up 8 and a first down. Try to straight ahead, bounces it to the outside, and makes nothing out of something. Looked like he's going to lose a couple. He wound up at the 35. Picked up 3. Second down and 7. They go without a huddle going very quickly. 3 wideouts to the near side. They keep it, run straight ahead. They get another first down. First down at the 26. Greater Lawrence on the move. Again, 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. And again, direct snap. Running straight ahead. They put it at the 18. And we got a timeout call by Tech. Greater Lawrence was just their run and gun. Hurry up, snap the ball, let's go. They started at their 45. This is their second possession. And they've run it right down to the 18-yard line where it'll be second down and 2 for the Reggies. Inside the 10. That offensive line for Greater Lawrence is owning the line of scrimmage. Picked up 10. First and goal from the 8. And here they go again. Off that left side, straight ahead. Down close, but not in. They got to the 2. Second and goal from the 2. Straight ahead, they run into a pile. They get back to the 2-yard line. Down to the 1. Third and goal from the 1. They run into a pile again. It's going to bring up fourth down. They lost a yard to the 2. In off the right side for the touchdown. So they convert on fourth down. Ten plays, 55 yards for the touchdown. They'll look for the 7th point. Greater Lawrence has to take a 30-second timeout. They were trying to get another player out on the field. So just run, straight ahead, off right, off left. 10 running plays. They put the ball in the end zone. They used up almost 4 minutes. They couldn't get the kickoff. Now they're going to throw for it. Tipped and knocked away. Tech was going to block the kick. So it's 6-0 with the conversion no good. Tech will get the ball for the second time here in the first period.
That's why you don't freaking get I mean, that's
So the Reggies will kick it off. And a little knuckleball is going to be tipped by Tech and then recovered by Tech. Just I don't know if that was looking for an onside kick or just didn't want to run back. They just tipped it. It went off a Tech hand, and then they grabbed it and fell on it. And they put it down at the 36-yard line. Tech trailing now, 6-0, has the ball. Great Lawrence is looking to get a split between the Lynn teams. They lost to St. Mary's last week in the division semifinals. St. Mary's playing tonight in the final. Coming to the near side, they get a couple to the 38. Bono gets hit in the backfield and dropped. They gain 2, they lose 2. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Right now, 3.5 minutes left in the first period. Tech has 0 yardage. They don't want to give the ball right back to the Reggies again. Motion now to the far side. Barrios with the keep, trying to turn the corner. Gets bumped out of bounds. If he's lucky, they gave him a yard. And they're going to have to kick it away again. They gave him nothing. No gain on the play. And Tech will have to kick it away. They don't go as far back now, the deep man for Greater Lawrence. He just got it off. Another high shot kick. Everybody gets away from it, and they'll down it, and they're going to get very good field position again. This will be the second time they've started at their 47-yard line. Same was in between the 247s. They started at their 45, so they've had great field position to start their 3 drives. They've scored 1 time. This is their 3rd time. Flip out to the near sideline, down the sideline, and Barrios bumps him out of bounds. To the Tech 23, 30 yards. And they're right back at it. At the 23, 1st and 10. Started up the middle, cuts it to the outside, and gets to the 20. You know, I think even if I had a roster, I can't read their numbers. They're very faint on the back of their shirt. We're going to whistle. The official on the near sideline blew the whistle. Now we're getting the call that it's a timeout. They didn't tell us which team called it. They didn't tell us it was a timeout.
Please close the door all the way. Yeah, I'm just looking for a spot where it starts to rain.
I think now they're saying that's the end of the period. There was still over 2 minutes left on the clock, and they're saying that's the end of the period. I was wondering, they didn't give any sign as to which team called the timeout, and it was neither one. It's the end of the period. I'm looking at the clock. There was 2:18 left on the scoreboard clock. And the official said, that's it. Hit and dropped in the backfield. Back at the 30. Back to the 25, excuse me. They lost 2. Greater Lawrence had 120 yards of offense and 5 first downs. Tech had 0. Third and 12 from the 25. 3 wideouts to the near side. Looking to throw, looking downfield. Over the middle, almost intercepted, and it was picked. At the 1 yard line, it got tipped and got picked off. At the 1 yard line, and that was Barrios. It got overthrown cutting across the middle. It got tipped by a Tech player, and then Barrows made the diving catch at the Tech 1 yard line. So they have to be very careful about the ball here.
What do you got going?
They try to run it to the Tech's left side. They get piled up and pushed in the end zone. Greater Lawrence winds up with a football, but it's going to be no gain on the play. Second and 10 from the 1. They surely don't want to punt from here. Hit, knocked down. Did he get out of the end zone? I haven't seen it. I think they're saying it's a safety for Greater Lawrence unless they put the ball back at the 1. It's a safety hit in the end zone. So they didn't get the 2-point conversion, but they get it now. So Tech will have to kick it off from the 20-yard line, and Greater Lawrence will get good field position again. It's threatening rain all day. It hasn't really started hard yet. We're supposed to get very hard rain later tonight. I think that's the reason they started at 6 o'clock instead of 7. Ali Badawi will do the kicking off. Greater Lawrence is only sending one guy back. Just about 2 minutes into the second period, Greater Lawrence leading at 8-0. Both teams are 6-3. Tech hasn't been able to generate any offense at all. They had one play for 2 yards. The next play, they lost 2 yards. Other than that, it's been 0, and now they get -1 with the safety as they lose a yard back in the end zone. So Barrios' interception shut Greater Lawrence down, but then they wind up getting 2 points and again get the ball back, probably in good position. They booted away at the 35-yard line, slipping a couple of tackles, and they're going to be inside the 35-yard line. So when you're talking about field position, Greater Lawrence is leading 8-0, but field position, they're even further ahead. Their worst start was their own 45. Now they're going to start at the Tech 32. They go back to the wideouts right and left, probably not going to see the ball. They run it off the right side. They get maybe inside the 30. They give them the 29. 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7. Started it straight ahead, took a couple of steps to the near side, ducked his head, and got down to the 27 for a pickup of 2. 3rd down and 5. Keep trying to get around the corner. Does. Stays on his feet, gets a first down near the 15-yard line. They put it at the 16. 11 yards and a first down. Straight ahead, lost the football, gets it back, and goes down at the 19. He had a little bit of yardage off the right side, lost the football, had to go back and get it, and fell on it, and they lose 3 on the play. So 2nd and 13 from the 19-yard line. A lot of room to that far side. They're squashed into the near side. Over the middle, caught at about the 11. They picked up 8. 3rd and 5. Trying to turn the right side. Stays in his feet, looking for the end zone, gets in for the touchdown. That makes it 14-0. $32 yards in 6 plays. They'll look for two. And they get it easily. They run it in. And that makes it 16-0. $152 yards of offense for Greater Lawrence with just under 7 minutes left in this second period. And Tech has -1. As the rain starts to come a little bit now with a little heavy mist. And the umbrellas start to pop out. So Tech has their work cut out for them here. They'll get a little bit of time off after this. They'll be taking on Kip for the first time on Thanksgiving Eve. And that's Kip is starting to pick up everybody. St. Mary's girls, classical boys, St. Mary's boys. Those are the schedule I have so far. They're all playing. Tech, I think, boys and girls, they're all playing Kip in basketball at the 24-yard line. Getting across. Rubens with the return. Gets it to the 33. So at the Tech 33. Greater Lawrence hasn't been doing much. They just snap the ball back, and one of the two people back there are just running straight ahead. They're just saying, here we come. Try to stop us. And so far, Tech hasn't been able to. They still can't go forward. They just lost 4 more. Second and 14. Three wideouts, 2 of them to the near side. They go under center. It can't get out of the backfield. No gain on the play. Halfway through and counting this second period, Tech has minus yards. 3 double wideouts to either side. Barrios from the spread, looking to throw. Lets it fly long and deep. It's picked off at midfield. They're putting it, again, they got great field position. They're at their own 49. Just over 5 minutes left. They lose the ball. They fumble the snap. It bounced around. They were lucky to get it back. All the way back to the 37. They lost 12 yards. Again, they looked like they had everything working, coming to the near side, sweeping, and they just lost the football. I don't know if it's because it's raining out. It might be wet as the rain gets a little heavier. They throw the screen, they're going to go no place. They're going to lose a yard. They put it to 35, they lost 2. So 3rd and 14. They lob it up high and they throw it way out of bounds. So they're going to have to kick it away. Tech will get it back with just over 3 minutes with the clock stopped. Trailing 16-0 here in the first half. Great Lawrence will kick it away for the first time. Takes a little bit of a Greater Lawrence bounce, and now Tech picks it up and gets knocked out of bounds. They took a chance. Greater Lawrence was letting it bounce. They get out of the way. And Giuliani picked it up and gave them a little bit of field position they would have had. He stayed along the sideline. They finally knocked him out at the Tech 39. Four wideouts, 2 to either side. Barrios takes off and runs with it. He's going to get the first down. It comes with exactly 3 minutes left. At midfield, he picked up 11 and a first down. That puts him on the plus side of yardage here in the first half. It comes with 3 minutes and counting left. Barrios, the quick out, goes right through the fingertips of Giuliani. Looked like he was, I got it, I'm going to take off and run with it, and he forgot to catch it first. So Barrios with that run picked up 11, and that's their first down, and it came with exactly 3 minutes showing on the clock in the first half. Barrios takes off again. Going to get into Greater Lawrence territory for the first time. They got 4. They gave him to the 46. Third and 6. High snap. Barrios throws it outside. Caught, juggled, incomplete. I'm going to guess that James Runner's going to go for it here. I don't think he's going to punt with 1:48 left. They need 6 on 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout to discuss it. But I would be very surprised if they kick it away. And now I guess I'm surprised because it looks like they are going to kick it away. I thought for sure they'd go. Great Lawrence coming like they're going to try and block this. They got everybody coming. Just got it off and kicked it high in the air and short. They just about made a first down on the punt. A 12-yard punt. I think he saw them coming, got rid of it quickly, kicked it up in the air. And this is the worst starting position for Greater Lawrence. With 1:41 left in the half, leading 16-0. They have it at their own 34. They still have some timeouts left. It's been tough on the defense. They've been out there an awful lot in this first half. Looking to throw. They let it fly long and deep. He's there. They make the catch. Now they're saying no catch. He dropped it when he hit the ground. Looked like he caught it, was going out of bounds, and just it slipped out of his hands as he hit the turf. So a big break for Tech. They were going to be down at the 31-yard line. He laid that up nicely. They ran under it. Looked like they had a big completion. Looked like they were going to pick up 35 yards. As he caught it, he went out of bounds. And then when he got knocked down, it popped loose. Rain still hasn't got heavy yet, but it's just enough to be a pain in the neck. The little reverse coming to the near side. Turning the corner, not very much. They ran an awful long way. To pick up 2 yards. He went out of bounds with 1:26 left on the clock. We don't know how close that is. The clock had 2:18 left in the first period when they said that's the end of the period. So 1:26 showing on the clock. They double the wideouts to either side. 3rd and 8. Rolling to the near side, in trouble. Going back to the far side. Lets it fly. Caught and out of bounds at the 39-yard line. This might be coming back. There's a flag on the play. It's coming back. Illegal receiver downfield. That'll push it back to the 31. So it looked like we're going to have it at the 39 with still over a minute left with a chance to go down and maybe score. Or at least get close and give their kicker a field goal shot. Third down and a little bit longer. They try to set up the screen. They almost picked it off. Giuliani got a piece, tipped it back. He almost tipped it right into the lap of one of the linemen that was back after the quarterback. He almost tipped it right into the lap of Emerson. So they'll kick away for the second time. Line drive takes a big Greater Lawrence bounce. They're all over it. Good coverage. Down to about the 22-yard line. A minute 5 showing on the clock. Where the official is standing is the 23. And that's where they're going to put it, at the 23. So 1st and 10 from there. Tech hasn't been able to do anything offensively. They have one run by Barros of 11 yards for first down, and that's basically the offense they've had in this first half with 1:05 left. Three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Barrios looking to throw. He's going to take off and run with it now. This has been their best weapon. He gets bumped out of bounds after he picks up a first down. "19 yards and a first down." The quick out, Giuliani with the catch. Knocked down. Tech takes a quick timeout. They're going to lose yardage on the pass play. They lose 2 yards. .39 ticks showing on the clock. $16-0 Greater Lawrence. This is it. Hard to believe. I'm still wondering where baseball and softball went. And football and soccer is over. We've got one soccer team left. St. Mary's boys will be playing here at Manning Field on Sunday against Mystic Valley, the #1 seed for the Division IV North Championship. But we had 5 teams that made it. Lynn Tech boys won a game. St. Mary's girls won a couple. Classical girls made it. Classical boys made it. 5 of the 8 teams made the tournament. Barrios looking. Going to take off and run with it again. Heading for the sideline. He runs out of bounds. They put it at the 49. He picked up 11, but they needed 12. He's all their offense. He's got 3 runs for 41 yards. They had -5 midway through this second period. Barrios has picked up both of their first downs. Now they need a yard for another one. He takes off, and gets to the 46. That'll stop the clock momentarily. So they got 3 first downs. He's picked up all 3. Tech takes a timeout with 25 ticks on the clock. They're not going to be able to run from here unless they really break a long one, obviously. They gave him to the 45, so they gave him 4 yards. They're going to have to throw the ball. They dump it out to Giuliani. Timeout again by Tech. They're going to put it down at the 40. They gave him 5. That's their second completion. The other one was for -2 yards. I don't know if Tech has. I haven't seen a sign where they used their last timeout. I wouldn't think they would have more than 1 left. But with 16 seconds left, they've got to throw the ball downfield. Greater Lawrence scored on their second possession, going 59 yards in 10 plays. Barrios picked off a pass, ending a drive, but it cost Tech because he picked it off at the 1. It turned out to be a safety when they were tackled in the end zone, making it 8-0. And on the ensuing kick, they only had to go 32 yards. They did it in 6 plays. They ran it in 11 yards, and they ran in the conversion. And that's where we are, 16-0. And I apologize for no names, but nobody brought any rosters. They knocked Barrios down at the 44. They put it back at the 43, so he lost 3. And another timeout. Couldn't get the pass off. And this will be the last play. 8 seconds left, assuming the clock is correct. So 140 yards by Greater Lawrence in the first half. That's not bad defensively. But one of those touchdowns, they only had to go 32 yards after the safety and a run back from the ensuing kickoff. They very methodically went 10 yards, 10 plays, 55 yards. So 3rd down and 8. And really the down and distance really mean nothing here because this it has to be the last play of the half. Tech will get the ball to start the second half. And they got a lot to talk about at halftime. They dump it underneath. Almost looked like he dropped it. But they pick up 3 yards. Scoreboard clock shows zeros. Barrios runs it inside the 40. I'm not sure what that was all about. He got to the 38. Picked up 2. And that's the end of the half as it finally comes to an end. So Greater Lawrence held halfway through the second period. Tech had -5. The only really offense they have is Barrios running the football. We've reached halftime here. The rain has slowed down, actually stopped. And it's Greater Lawrence 16, Lynn Tech nothing at halftime. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to kick off. Tech will get the football, but they got a mountain to climb. It bounces off a Tech player at the 35-yard line. Giving a couple of yards, now trying to get back upfield. Getting across the 40-yard line. That's Emerson Ramirez, excuse me. Tech only had 49 yards of offense. 43 rushing, 6 passing, 3 first downs. All 3 first downs were picked up by Barrios. He had 44 yards rushing. Greater Lawrence had 104 rushing, 36 passing for 140 yards, and 7 first downs. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They got to find something to open up the offense. Barrios taking off, wrapped up and knocked back just about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Again, 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Barrios looking to throw. In trouble. And he throws it away as he's knocked down. Third and 10 from the 43. Greater Lawrence has shut them down. And the Greater Lawrence offensive line is on the first half. Going down, scoring 2 touchdowns, and the defense came up with a safety. Barrios in trouble again. Catch is made. Giuliani can't get loose, dropped the football. They almost coughed it up. They picked up 2 yards on the play. 4th and 8. It looks like they're going to go. Barrios is staying in, so they're going to go. They better hurry up. They don't want to get a 5-yard penalty here. 4th and 8. Double wideouts to either side. Motion coming to the near side. Barrios looking to throw. Throws it long and deep. It got picked off, I think. It got picked off at the 15-yard line. So Greater Lawrence will have it 1st and 10 from their 15-yard line. Threw it long and deep. Looking for Victor Bellamar. And Greater Lawrence took it away. They squeezed through a hole and almost broke a tackle. They get out to about the 28-yard line. "13 yards and a first down." keeping it, started to the near side, gives up a lot of ground trying to go to the outside. Now he's going to throw it upfield, and he winds up completing a pass for a first down. How was there nobody downfield illegally on that play? They picked up 11 yards and a first down. Play was supposed to run to the near side. He got shut down. He tried to go back to the backside, shut down, gave away about 20 yards, and wound up picking up 11 on the pass. And I don't know how any of the linemen didn't get over the line of scrimmage. They drop the ball and they fall on it at the 32. So they lose 7 yards. And we're going to timeout down the field.
Thank you.
When play resumes, it'll be 2nd down and 17. And I guess they put it at the 33. So they lost 6. Just about 3.5 minutes in to this third period. Tech just can't get anything going offensively. Barrios has hit a couple of receivers. They haven't held on. And I mentioned they only had 3 first downs, and that was 3 runs by Barrios on the last possession of the half. When Gray Lawrence is playing deep, trying to keep him out of the end zone. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Over the middle. Almost a one-handed catch. Great try. He beat the defense cutting across the middle. The pass was there, and he reached out, almost made a one-handed grab. It'll be 3rd and 16. And the rain comes back again. It came down in a fine mist. It's doing that now. It stopped for a while. They find a hole. They run it straight ahead. Finally dragged down inside the Tech 40-yard line. On 3rd and 16, they ran straight ahead, got a big hole. They get it to the 37-yard line. 31 yards and a first down. And now they run it, shake off a couple of tackles, and they bang them out of bounds at the 19. 18 more in the first down. So they had a 3rd and 16. They didn't throw. They ran straight ahead. Got through a hole and picked up 31 yards. Now they get 18 more. Hit in the backfield and dropped at the 21. They lose 2. Second and 12. Three wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. They stay in the spread. They run it straight ahead, the big hole, all the way down to the 6-yard line for a first down. 15 more. 64 yards in 3 carries. First and goal from the 6. They blow the whistle. Tech wants a timeout, I think. 30 seconds. They had them 3rd and 16 from their own 33, and they went straight up the gut for 31 yards. They picked up 18. They lost 2 with 2nd and 12, but now the quarterback again just taking the snap and running straight ahead. That offensive line is opening up huge holes up front, and they're just running through and over Lynn Tech right now. First and goal from the 6. Off the right side, easily into the end zone for the touchdown. That's a crisp 85-yard drive in 9 plays. And they'll go for 2. Off the right side, not going to get there. Six minutes straight up to play in this third quarter. Greater Lawrence is going over 200 yards with 12 first downs. 178 of them on the ground. Bounces off Tech. Picked up. Trying to turn the corner. And run out of bounds. Emerson Ramirez again didn't get back to the 30-yard line. They're going to put it to Tech 29. So the one time they pinned Greater Lawrence deep, and they pinned themselves deep with the interception, they proceeded to go 85 yards in 9 plays. They're waiting for another player. Three wideouts. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. They lose the football. Looks like Greater Lawrence has it, and they do. Never had the ball. They lost it, and Greater Lawrence recovers at the 27-yard line. So they're right back at it, and they run it straight ahead again, breaking tackles down to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 3. Looking for a spot, tucks his head, gets short yardage inside the 20. Five minutes and counting left in this third period. Third down and just about 3. Actually 2. Coming to the near side. Staying on his feet, breaking a tackle, staying on his feet, and walking in the end zone. That makes it 28. They turn that interception into an 85-yard drive. Now they turn the fumble recovery into a 27-yard drive in 3 plays. And he didn't tackle very well on that play. He just kept bouncing off people. They pass for the 2 points. And the score jumps to 30-0. Ray Lawrence goes over 200 yards rushing, and we have 4:37 left in the third period. Tech has run 4 plays in this third period, 1 an interception and 1 a fumble, and they have 0 yardage. A pass for 2, and the fumble cost him 2. And Greater Lawrence will kick it off. It skips by. Was it touched? If it was touched, it's going out of bounds deep. I think Tech got a hand on it, I think. Normally you kick out of bounds, you get to 30. Tech is going to get the ball at their 10-yard line. It went off a Tech hand. Now they're saying they didn't touch it, so they're going to get the ball at the 30-yard line. So you got a break there. Looked like it deflected off Tech. So they'll have the ball at their own 30. They run it off the left side. At the 35. Second and 5. Else will be under 4 minutes when they snap the ball here in the third period. Hit and dropped in the backfield. They're going to lose yardage. Third and 6 for the Tigers. I don't think there'll be any more punts from here. So everything is, I think, is going to be 4-down territory for the Tigers. As that rain just enough to be a pain in the neck. Rolling to the near side, throws it up, and it's going to be picked again at the 45-yard line. At midfield, Barrios was in trouble. Threw it off his back foot. It lobbed up and almost looked like a fair catch for Greater Lawrence. So at midfield, Greater Lawrence will get the football. Tech running people in and out. Started to go off the right side, breaks it to the outside, slips a tackle, slips another tackle, and he's gone for a touchdown. "50 yards, one play." So that they turned 2 interceptions and a fumble into 3 touchdowns. And they'll look for 2. They mishandled the snap, and they can't do anything with it. .301 left in the period. All Greater Lawrence here, 36-0. That 55-yard run pushed them over 300 yards for the game, and we still have .301 left in the third period. So they've been just running all over Tech. Down the right sideline, Tech had no answer. He just kept slipping away from tackles. They weren't wrapping him up. And yet again, Greater Lawrence will kick it off. Popped up in the air, and they fall down at the 39-yard line. It hit the turf, took a high hop, and the ball is down at the 39-yard line. I would hate to think that that was he caught the ball at the 30 and went down at the 39. They're putting the ball at the 42. I don't know how they arrived at that. Not that it makes any difference. Now the scoreboard, they're running the scoreboard clock down. I think we're going to play running time the rest of this game. This is not the way Lynn Tech wanted to finish up their season. They had a very good year under James Runner. They were playing well. They made the tournament. They got a win. And unfortunately, they ran into the number 1 seed, Pope John, and got shut out. They were hoping they were going to beat Pope John and play for a division championship. Now they put it at the 43. That's where Tech will put it in play. They ran some time off the clock. Running it to the near side. getting a couple. That's Bono. So again, the clock was way off. They run it out, and we've got a quarter left. Through 3 periods, Lynn Tech has 55 yards of offense, 3 first downs, and the quarterback Barrios ran for all 3 of those. Two of them coming on the last drive of the game, or the half. Six yards of offense in that third period. 6 yards of offense for Tech in the third period. They still have the same 3 first downs that the quarterback Barrios picked up. As I mentioned, 2 of them came on that last drive, running out the clock for the first half. Now they got a 2nd and 8. Barrios bouncing to the outside, gets some. They put it down at the 49. He picked up 4. And again, this is 4 down territory. They need 4. 3rd and 4. Trying to come to the near side, nothing doing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 4. Actually, they gave him a yard to midfield. So it's 4th and 3. Wideouts right and left. They fill the backfield now with Barrios. Looking to come to the near side. He's going to get another first down and a lot more as he banged out of bounds. They get to the Greater Lawrence 33. Picked up 17 yards. Barrios has rushed for 66 yards. Tech has rushed for 69. So he's been their offense. So they convert on 4th down. They keep the clock running even though he went out of bounds.
Why is there such a big gap in the middle? Tell Vinny to come in or somebody.
Barrios looking to throw. Lobs it up downfield. Incomplete. That's a flag on the play. They weren't playing the ball. They were blocking the receiver, and that's going to be interference against Greater Lawrence. They were going downfield, never looked back for the ball, just blocked the receiver, and you got to at least fake it like you're going for the ball. They move it down to the 18, the deepest penetration by Tech. Five first downs in the ball game, 4 of them picked up by Barrios, this one by penalty, and they have it at the 18-yard line. They at least would like to get on the board and avoid a shutout, because this one is over. Barrios trying to turn the corner. That's going to be a face mask. That's going to be another penalty against Greater Lawrence. They gave him to the 16 for a pickup of 2. And they're going to move it down to the 8. Half the distance to the goal. So Tech will have it first and goal from the 8. That was an easy call to make. They reached over and got a face mask and just almost spun him around. He was still able to get away from it and pick up 2 yards. Wideouts right and left, they fill the backfield. Not much, if anything. Bono with the carry. They give him a yard to the 7. Second and down from the 7. Power eye in the backfield. Barrios trying to turn the corner, looking for the end zone. He walks in for the touchdown. He deserved it. $57 yards in 7 plays, helped out by 2 big penalties against Greater Lawrence. They'll look for 2. Bono bangs it in. That makes it 36-8 with 1 tick under 6 minutes left. Let's see if Tech tries an onside kick here, trying to get the ball back. So Barrios is the difference. He scored the touchdown. He's rushed for 75 yards. They've got 6 first downs. He's picked up 4 of them. The other 2 were by penalty. $23 yards in penalties on that drive against Greater Lawrence. And Tech will kick it off. And Greater Lawrence got a lot of people up close. They only got 1 man back deep. Badawi looking to kick it off. kicks it deep. Picked up at the 17-yard line. Straight ahead. And they get out near midfield. "32-yard return." They didn't go with the onside kick. Clock continues to run as Greater Lawrence will have the football. And again, I apologize. We had no names of Greater Lawrence. They brought no rosters. There was nobody here to even give us names. They went 55 yards in 10 plays. The quarterback went in from the 2. Kick was no good. It was 6-0. Barrios made a big interception beginning the second period, but it stuck Tech at the 1. They wound up losing a yard into the end zone for safety. And now Greater Lawrence is going to lose a couple of yards here. The safety made it 8-0. On the ensuing kick, it was returned to the Tech 32. Took them 6 plays. Quarterback again went 11 for the touchdown. Took care of the conversion. It was 16-0. At halftime, an interception. Gave him the ball at the 15-yard line. They went 85 yards in 9 plays. Again, the quarterback in from the 6. Now they're going to lose yardage as Greater Lawrence is putting a lot of new names and faces in there. 85 yards in 9 plays. Made it 22-0. The rush was no good. They recovered a fumble at the Tech 27. 3 plays later, a 19-yard run made it 30-0 after the conversion. And then after another interception, 3 straight turnovers, it took them 1 play, a 50-yard run, made it 36-0. Tech finally got on the board, going 57 yards in 7 plays. And now Greater Lawrence runs it straight ahead, almost for a first down. "11 yards. They need a yard for a first down on 4th down. And will be under 3 minutes. And the clock is still running. So Tech does not get 100 yards of offense. They've got 87. 6 first downs, 2 of them by penalty. All 4 of the others picked up by Barrios. And if Greater Lawrence can get this first down, they can run the clock out. And they got it easily inside the 30. Under 2 minutes when they snap the ball. They lose the football. Tech is going to get it. They recovered it at the 39. And Tech will have one last series in this final game before Thanksgiving Eve. Barrios has run for 75. Tech has run for 79. Completed passes for 8. 6 first downs. 314 yards of offense for Greater Lawrence. as we're under a minute left. Giuliani went down, his knee went down. He bounced right up again, but his knee went down at the 39 for no gain. And this will be the last play of the game if they get it off. So Barrios with the 7-yard run, Bono with the 2-point conversion. Tech avoids the shutout, but they gave up 36 unanswered points, 3 straight turnovers, 2 interceptions, sandwiched in between a fumble recovery, turned into 3 touchdowns, and broke open what was a fairly close game. Barrios gets drilled and gets knocked down at the 31. They lost 8. And that'll do it for the ball game. So Tech winds up with 71 yards rushing, 8 passing, for a total of 79 yards of offense. Greater Lawrence held the ball for long periods of time. They turned 3 turnovers into touchdowns. They put up 36 unanswered points. Tech, midway through the second period, had minus 5 yards of offense. Barrios finally took care of that and picked up their first down. They had 3 first downs in the first half, Barrios picking up all of them. They wound up with 6 first downs, 4 of them in the second half, 2 of them by penalty, the other one picked up by Barrios. So they wound up with 6. They couldn't get anything done offensively. They're going to drop to 6-4. Greater Lawrence is going to go to 7-3. 36 unanswered points before Tech could get anything going. And it took 2 penalties against Greater Lawrence to get them close. Barrios had a great game with 75 yards rushing and the touchdown. But Tech just had no answer to the offense for Greater Lawrence, and they couldn't get anything going offensively. And they'll drop to 6-4. Greater Lawrence will go to 7-3. The final score, Greater Lawrence 36, Lynn Tech 8. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.